3, 2, 1. Welcome to the 9 to 5 stream.
Oh, it's me.
Hello, everyone. We're finally
guys.
live. I hope you didn't have to wait for too long. And yeah, welcome to 9 to 5 stream. Today we're having a bit of a different stream because normally we go live whenever we have during major tests or when we tell to you about development updates and all that. But maybe today we're gonna do all of those things. And let's start from the introductions. So here is executive producer of 9 to 5, Milos.
Hi guys.
You know
That's
him
Milos.
from the streams, you know. And
Who's
here is
that?
the first appearance on stream, but not the first on the videos. JJ, our infamous game designer, doodler, and gun tinkerer of 9 to 5,
Among other things.
among other things. Playboy, philanthrope.
Oh.
And yeah. Okay, so as you know, we have recently had a closed test, and it has been quite good. But of course, due to the NDA, none of you were able to talk about it or show anything. So today we have the pleasure of telling you how 9 to 5 has changed since the last open beta weekend. And well, at one point of the stream, we're also going to make an announcement. So you don't want to miss that one, I think.
So
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, but first let's address the recent close test. So it was a short one, ended on Wednesday. It was just 3 hours, very intense 3 hours, a lot of killing. And well, let's start with a question. Milos, why did we decide to make a closed test after an open beta?
It's a very good question, and
Because we can.
that too obviously, but and we definitely did hear. We know that you actually guys want to play, and that there was a lot of craving for the game. But for us internally, the close tests are important part because it's basically the moment when we are testing something very small or we are testing a build before we actually go to lots of people. We obviously want to test it. We want to first see is it working, isn't it working before we actually really open. Because this will give us ability to know like how is the stability, are there any big issues, are there anything that would stop us from actually going to you guys. We don't want you guys to be our QA. Like we want to actually do it a little bit differently and have a little bit more stable stuff as well in our hands. So that's one of the reasons why these closes are actually happening how they are happening. It's usually a build before either something important is happening or when we are sort of like, hey, is this working? Can we actually go to more people? Can we actually test this with bigger audience? And it was actually the case of the closest for us well.
Okay, that is awesome. Well, can you tell a little bit what were like since the beta has passed? What were the things that we wanted to focus on since the beta, and what were maybe the main feedback points that were unraveled?
So obviously, first and foremost, thank you guys for all the feedback that you sent from a beta, and you were basically the initiators of that. So right after beta, we went through all the feedback. You guys actually from the community and PAX team created a feedback based on or reports based on the feedback of people. We as well played. We actually saw some data. We actually saw what was going on. And then what we did was that we went through all of this, broke it down into feature sets, and then we decided like, hey, the first and foremost, what is the bread and butter of a shooter games? Well, shooting, right? So we decided that like, hey, strip everything, let's focus only on shooting, let's now polish it up. That was our plan from the get-go anyway, because in beta, we obviously went with very crude data, with crude animations, audio, We knew that we will have to improve all of these, but we needed the information from players. We've got them, we actually polish it. We were working for about 2 months since then, like two and a half months. And we were working very hard, especially on these areas. Another reason why, especially for those who were on Discord, like in the closest, for example, there was no meta game. We stripped completely that. We are reworking that aside, and we didn't want to really wait for that being done. Right now it wouldn't really work. So we just actually push their guns to people, and tested the animation, tested the audio, the new assets, tested the occlusion, tested the new balance effects that the guys were working on in Elite with JJ, and made sure that these things are actually working. And that was the first thing that we took a step of, as well as the hub. Communication in general, simplifying the flows and making them a bit cleaner. And together with that, the VOs, so we recorded all the VOs in Canada for both the characters as well as for the Oracle, for the objectives and delivering the messaging. And we tested actually a little bit new style of that as well, just to see like is it gonna work, make it a little bit more 9 to 5-ish, and at the same time actually a little bit more to the point, a little bit more to the bare bones, to communicate better and faster what's going on in the battlefield.
All right. Well, that's a lot of things that you've listed.
Sorry for that, I'm shitty.
Thanks for holding the channel.
Still our thunder there, but like, yeah. So we're developing a first-person shooter, and so we must really pay very close attention to what's happening in front of players' eyes. So to the guns, how they feel, how they look, like if they just look like made out of wood or like shoot like an airsoft gun. So all those things were brought up from the beta weekend, and so one of the huge improvements were made for the animations, and so the shooting animations, reloading, recoil, and generally how the guns feel. So, and here's actually why we have JJ over here.
Ooh.
So yeah, we can discuss with him more in detail what exactly did we work on when we worked on the recoil, reloading, and everything like that. Would you like to make some intro, or should we just show a video of the changes that we made?
Well, in general, when thinking about the guns and the gunplay, like the latest changes that we actually did, well, everybody understands if it's a first-person shooter, so it means that the sec-to-sec is heavily tied on the shooting itself. So it's kind of one of the most important things that actually could and will make the gameplay fun. So I really like the fact that we now concentrated on the weapons itself, and with the goal and the target of actually making the shooting fun and rewarding. Especially like it is a different thing to be shot, and then there needs to be a big reward when you actually get the kill and make that shot of the day, and you can go sleep.
Yeah, that is excellent.
While being happy. So.
Yeah, it has to be rewarding because we're making entertainment here. So.
And that binds to the animation, sounds. It's the whole complete package, where everything needs to be there to actually deliver the feeling of shooting without actually holding the gun in your hand.
Yep.
So it's a big task and a big thing to tackle. And
yeah, okay, let's show a couple of videos about reloading and recoil, and then we can talk about it a little bit more.
Switching out mags.
Shakalaka. Reloading. I'm going through bullets like candy. Ah, gotta reload.
Reloading.
Okay, well, now right away a couple of questions. So the animations look certainly much better, and can you tell a little bit how what kind of detail go into making a convincing like shooting animation, and like what gives the feel to the gun when you shoot? Like what are the maybe different departments of the game? How much work does go into making that?
well, in a way, it's a huge amount of work, because as I mentioned earlier, it's basically a big package of all kinds of elements, visual, like the audio, everything involved there. I think one of the first things that we targeted to tackle was the fact that like there's a difference between actually holding the gun and when you get an immediate impact when you pull the trigger. So it actually like you need to have a different kind of rules and different kind of thinking behind the fact that actually you are not getting the physical impact when you actually shoot with the gun. So that already takes you to a different track on thinking about, is it all a matter of realism or is it about visualization of the things. So in general, it culminates on all those things. So what else to say? We did a huge amount of things. We handled the animation, how the gun moves when you're moving with it, what kind of visual effects you get when you basically create when you're shooting with the gun. It goes to the milliseconds of delivering certain kind of animation types, like the emotions on the screen, to actually deliver the impact of shooting when your eye actually recognizes a movement and stuff like that. So there's a huge amount of work and polishing around the weapons that actually make a huge difference. We're talking about fraction of the seconds and what happens on your screen, where the gun is positioned on the screen and stuff like that. So it goes all the way from the paper to the editors and from there to the gamers, and actually listening them and seeing what they think and trying to take it to the right direction. It's been a nice and amazing teamwork in general to tackle this, in a way, issue of not having the general feeling of shooting.
Okay, wow. Well, Milos, would you like to add something to that?
Well, I think JJ actually pointed many of the things very well, and I cannot agree more. Like, it is a huge amount of teamwork, and obviously, you know, if we are talking about the gun feel, if we are talking about stuff like parallax movement when you are aiming, when you are actually trying to target a person, when you go from left to right, to get a feeling of the heaviness, to get a feeling that you have something in your hand, that you are actually interacting with some objects. It's actually very important, like to get all of these things. You know, in some ways, when we were talking about it internally, we were saying like, well, it's basically fulfilling your kids' dreams when, as a boy, you wanted to actually go on shooting range and actually shoot these guns. You know, how imagining like what would be feeling of shooting these, and this is the very important thing to actually deliver to people, to actually get that thing. You know, if it's different reloads, if it's differences between the tactical or non-tactical, if it's the ability of, for example, like how does it feel like when I'm running and going to ADS to the aiming, how the gun actually reacts, how my movement actually reacts on directly the aiming and the behavior of the gun. If it's ability of controlling the recoil, you know. We, for example, tested fully random, then fully believable, or like systemic approach to reload, like to recall. Then adding all of these small elements of tinkling with the gun, with the animations. Like, for example, personally, when all of that sort of clicks in, you know, when the animation with the audio, with a little bit of the movement. Too bad that Aki, for example, our lead animator, is not here, because when the first time I saw the beautiful click on the pistol, when actually everything clicked down, and you know, you put the magazine in. You click the movement of the gun actually goes in, the chamber moves. It's gorgeous. It finally starts to feel real. It starts like a real weapon, and I think exactly that feeling of like this is real. This everything sort of slowly clicks together is what we've been actually working on during the last 2.5, 3 months.
Yeah, and I really think that like you remember the times when we were doing the first internal tests. Like when we actually managed to get the first changes in for the animations and stuff like that, people were actually saying that what have we done for the strength, like the power of the weapons.
Yeah.
Like they said that the time to kill has gone down and stuff like that. It was basically a placebo effect from just getting the general feeling of shooting in.
It was
So
amazing. Yeah, it was amazing
it
to
is
see
amazing.
because like everyone was like, hey, the damage is much higher. It's great that now the recoil is much better. It's more controllable. The hits are actually hitting perfectly. Like the guns they are just better. Like great balance, guys. So like then Jay was like, I didn't do anything, Like we just actually changed the animation effects. Like we didn't touch anything otherwise. Like these type of small things that are not visible and sort of are like behind the scene almost. They do such a huge impact without you even touching anything else.
Wow, that is quite interesting. So you can balance the guns without actually touching any numbers.
In some ways, yes.
Interesting. Well, on the video we could see that, for example, reload animation has different states depending on if there is a bullet in the chamber and when it's not, and it's quite detailed. And like I personally didn't notice it first until somebody pointed it out that there's actually different animation for those things. So, how far is it okay to go in the level of detail, and how deep is the polish that we are looking for?
I think these things are super important, Like I remember when we were actually working with Max and Yasmin on some of the comparison videos, and I was explaining, like, hey, do the animations, and like, by the way, there's this one, and I remember when Max actually came to say, I didn't know they are them.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, like they are, they are very important. These small things, these small nuances, they are not there for you to like really immediately notice, but for the moment when you notice them, because when you notice them, it's like, oh man, that's cool. Like they are bringing the realism, they are bringing the believability of the system, they are adding the polish. We were always saying when we were working on the games that like the value of the game is usually done on, unfortunately, on the last 10%. The 90% is just goddamn hard work, just making it work, putting it in there, and then the last 10% is what actually makes the game 6.5 or what makes the game 9 or 10 out of 10. Like the last 10% is such a huge step. It's such a huge leap forward, and you just need to keep that time. You just need to be able to give the last a little bit of a laugh that makes the difference between, well, this looks okayish to, hey, damn, this is goddamn cool.
Yeah, and it also culminates into the point where it's actually, when it comes to seg, it can even be the matter of life and death. Like you have the partial reload, that you actually do the reload mid-magazine, so you don't need to do the handle action. That is actually few 100 milliseconds out of the reload time, so that actually can affect on your survivability. Yeah. So it's not only cosmetic. It's nice to see them, but actually they can help you to actually perform. So it's important in a sense, but also like in a cosmetic way, it's nice to have all those details in the game world. And
wow, I haven't thought about that. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I fully agree. And for example, the ability to switch to secondaries. Many people were before saying like, well, let's make secondaries important. Let's make them a bit stronger. Like the feeling when you finally you are, for example, sniping, or you are actually using some specific class of guns, and then you are out of ammo or something, and you switch to secondary. It still needs to feel powerful. It still needs to feel as a like very, very good way forward. Like for example, one of my favorite ones is the Union Foundry pistol, which is actually a burst. Like everyone was like, come on, like you cannot use this gun. And then actually once I was sniping, unfortunately I sort of missed the objective. I wasn't rushing to the objective. I was holding it as the last one, and I stand against an SMG guy, and I did win it just on a pistol. The feeling when you feel that even the secondary can actually make the difference. That there is a reason for you to go to secondary. There is a reason why the secondary exists in real world as well. So delivering that and delivering the feeling that the pistols are not just a thing that you sort of have to have because the game is actually forcing you, but it is valuable to you. These type of small things are very important.
yeah, like we have had experiences where people have actually realized that the gun that they chose for the round and for the fight didn't actually pay out based on the enemy movements and stuff like that. So they actually ended up just using the secondary as their, in a way, primary option to take down the enemies and being successful with it. So I think that in many games, the secondaries are like, in a way, Milos mentioned that they are just used for actual, like when you run out of primary ammo and you need to reload, but you need to react for a guy who's standing in front of you. I think that like taking it more towards to actually making the secondary and viable option to solve the situations, I think it's a really interesting take on pistols that in real life are quite lethal as well, and
Yep.
also shoot bullets that you cannot run away from. So
I agree, and I think we are not done. Don't get me wrong. This is not a like, hey, we will deliver it now and everything is nice and dandy. There's a goddamn huge amount of work still behind, like in front of us. But still, we want to already start testing this and hear actually what you guys think. What do you believe? Like, what do you feel about the guns? Are they actually fun? That's why we've done CT, and that's why we are here today as well.
Yeah. There is more to like weapons and guns that we have changed. So we have a few more clips that are more minor in a sense. So like about the communication to the player gets when they hit somebody, and like the effects that guns produces when it's firing. So maybe we can have a look at the video of hit marks and the effects and tracers right now, and come back to this topic.
All hostiles terminated. All right. Well done, Mercs. All right. Well done, Mercs.
Shakalaka.
Okay, well, maybe a couple of questions about the effects first of all. So they obviously now look a bit less prominent, and like they look like you don't see them that well necessarily, because it's not just a huge white smoke coming out of the gun and everything. So what was the thinking process when making them like less visual kind of thing?
well, I can go from there. I think that one of the most important thing was that the tracking the moving targets, tracking the targets when you start shooting them, was in a way with the previous effects and in the previous test it was a big obstacle on taking down an enemy. When you actually manage to get the enemy in front of your aim, you tend to like to see where he moves and what actually are the result from your shooting. So basically, making less distraction on the shooting in general. I think that was one of the most important things to actually do. So basically, providing the players the chance to react on the events and enemy movements on the screen, and being able to actually be effective as possible to do what they do best and what their target is. So that was, and the visual wise, it was one of the most important things. And of course, I can continue about the hit, like the hit effects. Well, in the previous test, we realized that based on the distances where your enemy was, there were scenarios where you actually ended up getting this huge and amazing ketchup bottle effect of blood splattering around the drug den or whatnot, and you basically didn't know what was happening. So as long as you saw this red cloud flying, you were kind of in the known that you were actually hitting, which is not the case anymore, in the sense that we implemented the effect scaling. So now we get the information on the long distance shots. Now we get like less distraction on the close quarter fights. It was also a important thing to think through and take it forward in general.
And it certainly gives maybe a bit more realistic look to the game, maybe like more believable. You don't just shoot like white stripes everywhere, but actually it looks like smoke coming up.
Yeah,
from
it's like the
transits from bullets.
old thing was more about like kids around the corner putting Mentos in the cola bottle and they were flying around like a fire extinguisher flying. So it also created those distractions and it was hard to track the enemies. Of course, they provided the nice information like the original design on actually making them visible was to actually provide you the information of the direction where the projectiles were coming from. So there was a place for them as well, but let's say that they were a bit too dominant in many ways of actually you being an effective on the battlefield. So
Yeah, it makes
that
total
was
sense.
those were the few things to mention about in general why we did the changes on the effects. Anything to add, Milos?
I think you basically covered it all.
Well, of course, we can talk about the VFXs on hitting the target, like we talked about the scalability and stuff like that. So, of course, it also comes to the rewarding factor of shooting and also making the shooting feel like you're not throwing stones, that you're actually sending something to
Yep.
something towards an enemy.
Yeah, it also communicates better now. Rather, you're hitting the armor or
Yeah.
not, or the flesh.
Yeah.
And
And we also reworked the HUD for that purposes. You know, there was a lot of distractions before that sort of were in your face. If it was the messaging, if it was the effects, like the HUD is completely reworked, much cleaner. The guys and girls from the team actually spend a lot of time on making sure that you know the messaging is not in a way that the HUD is not obstructive. That we are messaging the information only when they are really needed.
Yeah.
So when you are fighting, you are fighting. You are really immersed in the world. You are working in the world. Instead of actually looking like you are in some UX lab solution when you actually see pop-ups everywhere.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna show the HUD more when we actually move to the gameplay part.
True. Sorry,
Stop being so hasty.
Yes.
I know I stole the
rushing.
thunder.
We got time.
Damn it!
Yeah. Well.
Stop doing it.
Come on, who doesn't want to play? You know. That's
Okay. Break.
Fight.
Well, so there is more to shooting than just guns. So and shooting from your perspective, but it's also about receiving the shots. Unfortunate truth about our game. So yeah, and one important aspect is of a game like ours is to be able to understand where is the shooting come from and where is your enemy might be located. And for that purposes, we have implemented the new occlusion system and the positional audio.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we can talk a lot about it. Maybe we can just have a look at it right away.
Damn it!
Yeah.
We really tried. We really tried to make it on time. But
Yeah. Okay. So what can you say about that?
that we had a lot of audio coming to our mics because we forgot to mute them. But on except that part, obviously the occlusion and attenuation are very important aspects on you being able to recognize where is the shot coming from, where are the footsteps coming from. Is it dangerous to you or is it actually less dangerous to you? You know, the ability of recognize, like, is the threat imminent? Is it actually something I should care about, or is it something that is very far away and like, okay, I know the position, I know where the enemies are, but like I don't have to really occupy my mind with it right now. Is super important. And Rob with Santos and Lucas spent a huge amount of time on creating new system, which sort of takes calculation of the guys behind the scene, who that. Damn it. So the system actually takes into account not only the direct distance, for example, but it's like how is it spreading around? Calculation of gates, like does it actually propagate through a door? Is the door open? Is the door closed? Is the windows broken? Is the windows open? So like all of these things are actually calculated and they are taken into account when it's sort of processing the information. Like how far should it sound like? Should it sound like behind something, or should it actually sound like it's actually here? Like all of these things need to be taken into account, and Obviously, there's been a lot of work done behind that, and I really would like to thank the guys that they actually managed to get this done. And right now, as well with the new assets that were actually recorded, that were actually done, it's great to hear that players are able to say like, hey, I actually knew that this was a threat, or I knew that he was in the second floor. Again, not there completely yet. There is still some left to do on it, and we, for example, know that still sometimes, and we heard it as well from close tests, that still sometimes different floors or behind in front might sometimes be a little bit of an issue, but much less than before, and it actually gives way better understanding of the audio in general.
An interesting piece of feedback that came from the close test is that sounds and the occlusion now sounds too clear. So how are you going to tackle that issue?
We will make it more shitty. No, I think that's good feedback, and I think let's actually get more people on it. Let's get more hands on it, more ears on it, and hear what people will actually speak and say. It's definitely a possibility. Like, is it maybe feeling like it's a little bit too close? Is it maybe a little bit too clear? Should it be more spread around? I know that Rob still wanted to do with the guys a little bit work on some of the rooms preset and making sure that actually the rooms are set a bit better, because right now they are still not done. So all of these things are still happening. So it's good to get exactly this type of feedback and actually go back to the system and help it.
Yeah. Let's go to more general questions. So what can you say, what were the other important feedback points that we learned from the close test that we haven't mentioned maybe yet? And what are we thinking about?
I don't know, what are you thinking about?
It's
I
Friday.
don't want to know.
I'm thinking that it was a very awkward way to ask a question.
I think the same.
Okay, I will try to be a little bit less awkward. By the way, I'm sitting with him in the same room, so imagine that one.
Are you?
I do, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sort of next to you.
Oh, you're that guy.
Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
Funny.
I'm sorry, it's Friday. You actually cannot really take us seriously. But like when we were looking on a close test, one of the things we wanted to hear was like, how about the VOs? Is the direction with VOs the correct one? How about the balance? Because we rebalanced basically. I think all the guns got completely rebalanced from there. Yeah. So like, is the balance right? Is the time to kill actually right? We changed the movement speed. We changed actually the movement animations. Are they now better? Is, for example, the timing and the movement in, especially the old New York? Because like we heard from people like, hey, Farmstead is pretty right. It actually is pretty fun. But like the old New York, maybe a little bit too distant. Maybe there's a little bit too much running. So looking into that, moving a little bit the objectives closer to each other. Tweaking a little bit the movement speed, tweaking the animations on both first person, third person. Like, how does that actually feel to players? Do they feel good about it? How about the occlusions, the gunplay? Is it there? We were testing the merge of the armor system. Like, is there gonna be huge uproar against it, or do actually people say like, yeah, well, previously more complicated and more maybe more cool from some sides, but it actually works. So like all of these questions were actually something we had in our mind, and we actually wanted to hear the first opinion from players who've been actually with us for a very long time and saw the game actually going through so many different iterations and changes.
Yeah, there certainly has been a lot done, and there is a lot to show. So Milos, based on the results of the close tests and based on everything, what are the next steps from now for 9 to 5 franchise?
Well, guys, we actually heard you, and we know that you would like to play as well, and that everyone would like to grab the game and give it a spin. I read on Discord lots of birthdays are coming, and everyone was like, "Hey, can I actually get a birthday gift of 9 to 5 being played?" Lots of Ooga Boogas and lots of Soon's trademarks. So I think instead of all of this stuff, how about if we actually show you something in the form of video?
Welcome to your hostile work environment. we offer the highest quality tools of the trade. Learn to work smarter, not harder. And you can make a killing.
All right. Well done, Mercs. Hostiles a toast.
The trial period starts soon. Join the beta now.
Yeah, okay. Well, here it is. The beta weekend number 2 is going to start on May 20th and it's going to run for 4 days until May 24th. And yeah, hold your Ooga Boogas. It's the weekend again. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed this trailer. A lot of effort were put into that, and yeah. So if you want to participate in the beta weekend, you should go to our Steam page and press a green button that says request access to the beta.
Will you take the blue button or the red button?
Green button always.
Okay.
Yeah. And what else do you know? You can stream and you can play with your friends because 95 is more fun to play with friends. Well, only with 2 friends. If you have more, then it's nothing to do for you. But 4 days from May 20th to 24th, and the next section of this stream is going to be we're going to actually play some 95. And yeah, we need a teeny tiny break for that, so we can let JJ go and join the party, and Milos will also be joining remotely from his desk, and I'm going to just stay here
Lucky you.
For the rest of the day.
for the rest of the day.
Will we close the door?
Nah,
We will lock you down here.
he don't dare to escape while I'm at
There's
the office.
window.
Well, jump.
That takes you to the inn yard. Don't do that. Take that one.
welcome back. Where am I, Max? Yes, so thank you that you stuck around. So first, I'm going to show you how to get access to the beta. So you come to 9 to 5 page, and you press request. Oh, here I am. Oh. Yeah, and you press request access, and after that, when the beta is live and the servers are open, you will receive a notification. Yeah, this is it. So let's play some 9 to 5. Okay, guys, let's use in-game voice chat, please. Okay, game audio works. That's just a small sanity check here. Okay, so let's have a brief look on the new interface that we have made. So as you can see, it's very different from the beta times. So the mercenaries are standing on some sort of a train station right now, or a metro station. And yeah, Miloš seems to be busy on his phone. What's new then? Yes, and oh, train is arriving. Yes, so we have updated the loadout menus, and here, as you can see, some of the drone abilities, for example, are not there anymore, and we have more characters now. So yeah, so there are different characters, and each of the male and female versions have different voiceovers in the game. And here are the available armors. During the beta, they will be locked, but you can unlock it in the shop, which I'm gonna talk about very soon. Yeah. Let's check where is Miloš and JJ. Okay, Max, can you make me on the big screen? Make me bigger. Yeah, let's just sort out some technical details first. I'm really sorry for this confusion. I'm gonna check that sounds are working fine. Okay, I think they didn't hear me before. This is done. Hello?
Who's calling?
Welcome to my stream.
Do you know the difference between always on and always off? I just found it out. On means it's on.
On means on.
Yeah, I just found out. Yeah. So that's why you couldn't hear me. So Simeon, we just play like this and people see everything?
Yeah, I was just showing the menu in the game. And yeah, we will just play like this, and they will see it from my perspective.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're already live, so...
So in that case, I will open Twitch on the other window just so I see what you are showing as well.
Yep. Don't do that, Max.
What? Was it on me or?
No.
Okay. tell me when they will hear us, so I will stop saying
They
stupid
hear us
things.
loud and clear.
Fail.
So I did say some stupid things.
Yes. um, there is just one technical moment we have to fix because we're
Oh,
running a test build.
Good old technical moments. Could have loved that. So let's go EMP. We go this right.
People can enjoy me.
You can sing while they wait.
Um,
Sing the song of your people.
my people. I don't think it's politically correct.
And I will rather actually mute the Twitch because I heard you twice, even though it's always great to hear you multiple times.
Hang on.
So let's do that. I will do loadout here.
Oh, sorry.
Nope.
Okay, let's jump back into the game. Sorry for the sound. Okay, so I was telling about how the loadout has changed and that there is a limit number of weapons and items and armor sets for the beta weekend. Milos, would you like to say something about it?
Sure thing. So, as I actually mentioned during the when I was explaining the differences, what we've done actually between the beta and now, obviously, as said, we focused solely on the gameplay and the second to second, as well as on the communication. The metagame is right now under rework, and to be able to test it with you guys, we had to take it away. So don't be afraid. Weapon customization, weapon modifications. Progression, all of these things will be there. Don't get scared if you now actually don't see them. But for this test purposes, we actually cleaned it away as well as the missions and corporations that will be coming down the road. Start testing that part, and we focus on the gameplay. So you can see that there is actually a shop button where you will be able to buy all the gear, all the armor, and then just here in the loadout, you will be getting credits for every single game you play, for every single thing you will do, and then just go and choose really what you want to buy out next. It will as well easy up a bit for you the ability to go and test more things faster. So no need wait for too long. I think within I think between 3 to 7 hours, and you will be able to actually try all of the things. So it's sort of easier as well to get your hands on all of the elements of the second to second and give us as much feedback as possible.
Oh.
Simeon, back to you.
Yep. Yes, so the shop is not really a place where you spend real money. Just wanted to point it out. There is no monetization in this build and in the beta weekend. So you will earn credits for everything you do in the game, and then the prices are relatively cheap, so you would be able to buy new item after every couple of matches you play, if you're decent. Yeah, and there you can unlock more sets of armor and a few weapons. So the number of weapons is limited for the balance purposes and for the polish. What else there's to say?
I think we can talk a little bit about the hub screen as well, because that one was completely redone as well. We've been looking, or setting screen. Setting screen is good as well.
Yeah. You were a bit quiet, so had to fix that.
I'm sorry. I'm always quiet guy. So yeah, in the hub screen, it's something that we work completely. We set it up a little bit more in futuristic setting, a bit more out there. You can see the corporations on the right side. Give it a little bit more life as well. So there are some people going around. There are VOs happening with some of the lore related stuff. So it's much more living, it's much more out there, and I really hope that you guys will enjoy it and like it as we do.
Okay, yeah. So I think we can starting the game. Maybe if Milos or JJ, if you could ask our colleagues to jump into matchmaking as well.
Sure thing, I will.
Do you have colleagues?
I'll have a lot of them. Actually, we have currently 13 open positions open on redhillgames.com, and if you are keen on working with us, you can see if there's anything that fits.
Nice bridge. Well played.
Well played. Katya is gonna be happy with you.
I'm on a mission here.
I can see that.
Yeah, shift
Hey,
found.
shift found.
Okay, let's show them how it's done. Oh yeah, and one more thing, that the maps. Oh no, let's look at this first. Actually, those
If
are
we
all
secure
new.
the satellite terminal, we can find the safe.
Yeah, so you could already hear that the VOs are different, with different way to deliver the messaging. The map is there now with actual ability to do a little bit planning as well ahead. So we know that many of you guys were actually asking for being able to communicate with your friends, so you can actually paint around, or as as Simon is showing,
Yeah,
check their
sorry.
loadouts.
Yeah. You can draw. Yeah.
That was exactly what I was mentioning.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm in like esports mode right now.
Yes,
yeah,
we
Let's
have
do this.
in this test we have 3 armor sets with very different approach. One is a little bit like medium style, grenade, a bit of more tier. The one that I actually picked is much more lenient towards items and
let's
being
secure that
aggressive, and
satellite
much
terminal.
less on the damage output.
Okay.
And then there's one on the trapper.
Okay, let's go inside, guys.
Gotta keep moving.
Let's take the east entrance. You know the drill. We're gonna hit the bridge.
Hit the bridge.
I will go and set up a few claimers upstairs, just in case if somebody tries to flank us. Okay. But we're gonna
Checking
take
the window.
Yeah. I will
One
drone
on the
ahead.
bridge.
You go left. Okay, you go right with the drone. I go upstairs, actually.
Yep.
Okay. I will leave my drone here momentarily.
I'm actually here. It's strange you guys are only here.
I
It's
think
on.
there's
Secure that area
same
tight.
sniping.
I can hear breaking window.
Oh,
They are
behind
here,
you.
they are here.
I will EMP them. Grenade.
I will try to flank. Okay, they nearly got me.
Not good. The enemy is securing the target.
Okay, actually the third team is.
Reload much?
Got one. Oh, great. No.
Grenade! Okay, I'm falling back, leaving Claymore behind me. We need to go to the objective. It's 18 seconds. We need to forget this other team. We need to go. Just
I'm
remember to
running
leave
towards
as many
objective.
Claymores as you have
Reloading!
on your way to the objective.
They are actually coming there. Careful.
There's the
Hostile spotted.
bad decisions. I'm down.
I see a guy at the objective.
There's two behind the container. There's gas. Careful.
I will flame it a bit.
Yeah.
Stay away from the gas.
See ya.
Yeah,
Wanna be ya.
That was me actually.
Yep. Milos and his
What
infamous
can I say?
grenades.
That's my specialty.
Oh, my drone
See,
is
and
there
I-
as well.
I on purpose didn't take grenades though, because I was afraid that I will team kill you. Well,
Well, you found the way.
I know. Damn it, I'm run. JJ, do you have ammo by any chance?
Sorry?
Do you have ammo by any chance?
No, sorry.
I had ammo box. Just saying.
I can hear the head. Yeah. I know what you do.
Not good. The enemy is securing
I
the
have a health
target.
kit though.
They are.
I'm down.
Not good. The enemy is securing the target.
Well,
So 2 guys at the near the objective.
Not good. The enemy is securing the target.
There you go. Take him out.
yeah.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
Well,
beautiful.
talking about secondaries.
Gotta love them secondaries.
All right. Well done, Mercs. Hostiles are toast.
Yeah.
That worked.
Yeah.
That worked.
It seems that the pistols do have a punch in
Punch.
them.
Nerf the pistols.
Corporate wants us to hack that safe and get the R&D.
Hack the safe.
So
I
I will
would
actually
really
take a
like-
bit more
Yeah.
trappy style. Okay. And I will go up close. I will take the lead lever.
No, actually, I want my turrets. Oh, and we have a new item in the game that is the decoy. It's it spawns a holographic image of a mercenary that
Take it.
looks
Use it.
like player. Yeah,
Don't be
I
that
don't
guy
know.
who
I-
doesn't to take a decoy.
I picked the turret. Next round. I will show how it works.
Watch out.
I just really
Hostiles
want to win.
approaching.
Defending makes my skin tickle.
Good to know.
Should one of us go up there? I can actually go there, up there in the tower, just in case if they try to.
Laser mine
across and-
activated.
Get behind. Oh, there's a guy over here.
Surprises.
Yep, there's. I got company. So yep, I have people here.
Can hear you. I will go to check upstairs.
Oh.
Oi, 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 oi.
Oh, there's a sniper here.
Already.
Where was sniper?
I have no idea. I think he was actually somewhere around the food lab, maybe.
There's one guy over there. I pinpointed T.
Sure.
He's there.
The fools are there.
There's one guy. Watch out, Windows. Watch out. On your right. On your right, 2
Clowns are
guys.
right there.
Throw a grenade if you have. The target's right
There are actually guys. Ah, damn it. I'm down. I'm down.
Well, I'm in a bit tough situation at the moment.
I don't think you will get to me. I will be your drone soon.
One guy coming out around the corner.
Yep.
Mark.
Hostile
Okay.
spotted. It's like candy.
Okay, let me find the next one for you. Just wait. Stay on the. There's one guy over there. Below you. Below the deck.
This gun sure is thirsty.
GG. There is some I think lever rifle guy is somewhere near. Ah, here, over there, over there.
Bye. My dog.
That was quite low.
Ah, damn it. I was close though.
Good info. Thank you very much. That was very aggressive defense strategy that we selected.
Clear that landing area of hostiles. We're taking that chopper out of here.
I'm thinking, should I try to snipe a bit? It's quite in open, so.
Yeah, why not?
I will try.
Where are you gonna sit?
I was actually thinking to take first the area here, in the roof,
Okay.
and then if nothing happens from that, I might actually reposition over there.
Yeah, I think if we go through the storage, that's pretty solid strat. But there might be people there.
But I would first try to hold the top part there, because there will be
Let's get to
people
the extraction
repositioning.
area.
Yeah,
So I might
let's not
surprise
push
someone
too
there.
fast.
Yep, no, I agree. I admit I forgot to put Butler in here.
No.
Yep, they're already there,
There.
on the
Gang
other
of
side.
idiots in the open.
Okay, hit him once already.
Nice. You downed him.
There is a
There's
sniper in there.
barricades in the storage. Ah, missed.
Got another one.
You're on fire. Yeah, there's claymores here.
Hostile spotted.
Scumbags that away.
Damn it, they got
Hurry
me.
up. Chopper on the way.
Oh,
I was a little bit too 200.
Boom shakalaka.
Going mobile. Dirtbags that direction.
Simon, can you actually hear JJ?
not at the moment.
Yeah,
Can you hear me
we
now?
can't actually hear.
Yes.
Yep, now yes.
Okay, it's cool. Yeah. I ended up getting a feedback that I'm too loud when I get excited.
There's
Enemy
one.
spotted. Reloading.
Happens. Yeah. Hit him a couple of times.
Oh, they're shooting my decoy. Upstairs where we were. I don't see anybody in the storage at the moment. There's a turret on the side. Oh, now I saw them.
Oh,
I
you
was droning too
died.
hard.
Chopper's here
Okay.
and ready for extraction.
There's one next to my decoy.
Yep. Okay.
They're
let's go.
escaping.
Here's
Got
one.
eyes on 'em.
Here's one.
Enemy spotted.
No, but I got
They're
like 16
escaping.
16
seconds.
seconds,
Stop
16
them.
seconds.
Witness me.
Four seconds, too late.
I don't have time.
Damn!
I ain't got
Got
no
away
time for
from him.
that.
Not bad, not bad.
Okay, so
Yeah, there was a turret anyway there. So.
yeah, so this was Farmstead. Yeah, I hope you got to see some of it because we totally forgot that we should mention something about it. It was quite a hard fight for us. And the
As you
next,
got, as you guys could see, there was actually changes as well in the Farmstead how it looks like. So we worked a little bit the color palette. We added a little bit more colors here and there. There was a lots of polish done to materials and textures in general on the map to improve the readability, especially. So you can number one find quickly where you are, but number two to give a little bit more control characters and the environment, so it's not as easy for people to blend behind it or hide somewhere in a dark corner. There will be probably still some, and if you spot any spot actually any places like this during the beta, don't forget to actually let us know, and we will take a look at it for the next test.
of course. Yeah, let's ready up and let's
Shall we?
see Old New York, right?
Yes. So in Old New York, there was a little bit less changes. We've reworked especially the position of the objectives and as well the how far away were the spawn points to make sure that they are a little bit closer, and gave a little bit more. I wouldn't say aggression, a little bit more action in there. And obviously, here you can see as well where we work while you are loading the game. See a little bit nicer pictures.
Corporate will
Get
unlock
a
that
little bit
logistics
more.
terminal so
Yeah.
we can intercept the cargo
You
drone.
are breaking up there a little bit, Milos, but I think it's good now. So
I'm sorry.
yeah, so we
It's
tried
just
to
him. It's not his microphone.
he's hearing a stroke. Yeah. Yes. So the objectives and the missions that you have to do in every round are more clear now, so you wouldn't be confused about what you're supposed to do and where you should go. And yeah, I think it was one of the loudest feedback points from the new players who just joined the game like during the beta weekend, that they cannot understand what is going on and what they're supposed to do. And especially during the beta we had round 3 where 2 of the defending teams were combined and they could cooperate and not kill each other, and that caused a lot of confusion. And I think at the moment we don't have any in-game modes where there are 6 against 3, right, Milos?
Not right now. We are still looking into option for some of the more end game content and game flows, because number one, we heard you guys that you were saying that was a lot of fun and you would like to see it again. Even I like it personally, so I still hope that we will be able to get back in some form, but definitely not as the new flow, as the a little bit later ones. I will actually take a bit of a high side here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the window.
They are here
pad.
already. They are here already. Careful.
Unfriendlies, that direction.
In the water plant.
Yeah, I heard them opening doors. They are below me. And they have actually medkit here. So I clean it up.
Oh, that was
the
me,
move.
sorry.
They are below me. I could hear them very clearly.
Yeah, there's a drone flying inside the water plant. So they're coming from the direction of the bar.
Okay.
At least one team.
Is there any of us should? Or
Okay. I heard a sniper, and there's one team coming from the direction we came from. So, heads up.
Good to know.
oh, They're there, yeah.
We've unlocked the terminal remotely. Secure the area.
They're in container.
Moving.
Got one down.
Nice. GG.
Fucking
Keep the
grenade.
area secure while we access the terminal.
Nice. Oh, they're over here.
Got another one.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
I'm bleeding. I bled.
I'm coming to pick you up.
There's a
Come
one
back,
guy
I'm closer,
next to
I'm
me. There's a
closer,
one
I'm
guy
closer.
next to me. One guy next to me in the container or something like that. Have the medkit?
No.
Okay. Okay, I think there's one guy behind us in the container. I will leave the medkit here. So if you
Oh, up on the window.
the window.
Yeah, above us.
Oh, that's sneaky.
Nice. Well done, Miloš.
Ah, damn it. I will have a funds.
Yeah, in the water plant, running.
There's two guys left. I don't have my drone, so
In
Not
the
much
Fools are
same
there.
window,
there.
same window. Two
Yeah.
guys.
I got
actually.
eyes on him. The jerks are right there.
They are looking
Oh,
at,
damn it.
your drone, I guess.
No, that's not my drone.
That's you. Yeah, they're.
Yeah.
There's one
Hostile spotted.
going down. Basement of the water plant. It's sniper.
Gang of
I got
idiots in the open.
He's
Or not.
Enemy spotted.
back up.
Look
Do
at
you have a
those
fire start?
rookies.
Just lit
I
the,
do.
lit the door.
Hostile spotted.
He's running to the objective. Running to objective.
Going for the good old combo.
Gang
We're
of
losing
idiots
this.
in the
Our
open.
enemy is securing that
You
terminal.
Take
got
27
medkit?
seconds.
Yeah, keep
You're not in a rush.
keep the eyes on them. Keep the guys on them.
Yeah. He's a sniper, so basically if you make him miss the first shot, he's yours.
He's looking at your window now. The window you're coming
Yeah.
from. Looking at you in this window.
The jerks are
Yeah.
right there.
Take the balcony.
I think he.
Get one
knows
shot.
where you are.
Sending the drone for recon.
Wiped out
Fuck.
everyone.
They were strafe sniping.
There was that one shot he missed. That was your chance.
But he knew exactly where you were. Suspicious.
I played the ending very badly, actually.
No, well, I played beginning badly. I died.
They determined the drop location. We'll need to follow the chopper.
Yeah, so we've playing now the second game mode, right? How many different game modes are there going to be in the beta weekend?
So we will have intro and evacuation mode, and it's gonna be on Farmstead and on Flood. So basically, and there's actually plenty of combination of each. So hopefully, you will see a lots of different positions, lots of different options for you to play and to fun in the game.
Yeah.
So shall we take the roof and then see where the drop is being dropped and take it from there?
Yeah, that's a good
In that
plan.
case, I will take.
Yeah, so the point of this round is that there is a helicopter delivering cargo, and we have to wait until we know the exact location. And the winning team, they know already where it's gonna
When
drop,
that
so they
chopper
can
drops the cargo, secure
come
it.
there earlier than others. So that's the benefit of winning the first round.
Yeah, unfortunately now we will need to follow it a little bit more carefully.
Yeah, because we have absolutely no idea where they are.
Just careful on the rooftops, it's gonna be full
Yeah.
of enemies. Everyone will go there.
I'll take the empty space off and then start droning.
Okay, I will place few claymores and see if I will catch anyone. off guard.
Yeah. Wait a while. I will go ahead with my drone. So just don't go into the room.
I'm
I'll
gonna
check the stairs.
Check the bar area.
Stairs are empty. You can go in.
There's some shooting outside water plant. No, to the second
Look
floor
at those
water plant.
rookies. The jerks
Yeah,
are
yeah,
right there.
Oh, I've been shot.
Careful,
I've been
careful,
shot.
careful, careful. From where? Do you know the direction?
From behind, like from the water plant, I think.
Second floor water plant. There's sniper. think there's somebody below as well.
Okay, let me rotate a little bit. I will try to get
Enemy
The
behind.
left
spotted.
window, second floor. And the third window from left.
I will try to prepare some surprise party for them. Yep, I can hear them. Keep
Hostile
them busy, keep
spotted.
them busy.
No, got me once. Yeah, they're shooting at me now.
Awesome, 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 awesome. Still a little bit up, nearly there.
Yeah, yes, that's the first.
Got
Then
one,
the second
got
one.
one.
Hostile.
Oh. How did she get me? I thought I was fast as a mongoose. I guess there's no chance somebody can revive me, right?
I'm too far, sorry.
Ah,
Oh, okay. JJ.
Igla
side.
again?
Yeah,
Cargo
she's
delivery
on
is
the left
happening.
window of the
Secure
water
that drop
plant.
zone.
yeah.
Second floor.
We're done. We're done. We're
Yeah,
all of us
don't
are
worry
down.
about us. You're on your own now. Do it for the team!
Yeah.
Oh, my drone is dead as well. Oh, let's just kick back and look how Miloš kicks ass.
Okay, I will try to rotate a bit. Didn't you plant somewhere the medkit by any
Cargo on the
chance?
ground. We need to
No.
secure the
I
drop
need to the
zone.
roof though.
Ah, that was anticlimactic.
You win some, you lose some.
We should have bribed them and to make it look cool on the stream. Like we kick ass.
That's true, yeah. But, you know, you have Igla there. You are not gonna get that from her. She will play just for the fun. I played with her the whole time close test, so...
I played against you most of the time.
I know.
You seem to enjoy our Claymore strat.
Yeah. Very much. Next time when I see you, I will actually take EMPs with me.
But I
One
saw you
EMP
started
and all of
taking
your Claymores.
Claymores as well.
We need to stop them from securing that drop zone.
Oh wow, the light went out in this room. One of them. Spotlight.
No
But I think I
worries,
look
you
better
still-
though. It's more like
Yeah, you look beautiful.
mysterious.
They beat us. Now they know the drop
To
location.
keep up the strategy, mucho sexy.
Oh. Stop it. Oh. It's back on.
We'll need to hijack their transmitter to get that data. Or you'll answer to HR.
Oh no, HR's on the case. We have to win this one,
Yeah.
boys.
I know, we should let Katya.
So if you want to use snipers, I think the only location is the supermarket, but it's really short range. I would say assault.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with assault. I had shotgun,
But
but
take a shot. Yeah,
then
I'm gonna go with
decided
shotgun.
to snipe with
I'm not
shotgun.
really shotgun guy. But yeah, let's do it. I usually don't use the Merlin armor at all, so let me try that a bit.
Which grenades are you picking? Just asking.
The normal ones. So
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Well, you're a bigger threat for yourself than for us.
Well, I usually spread the death amongst my own team, so I'm not picking up if it's me or others.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna.
yeah, I'm already sorry.
Yeah, I decided to take the Tommy gun just to show some variety to the viewers.
I do the
Get
same,
to that
exactly
cargo.
for the same
Let's
reason.
hijack the
Nobody
transmitter.
sees what you're
Let's
doing.
call it the designer's gun. So that's a good choice.
Oh. It's very trendy this season.
You can't go wrong with Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy knows his case.
Yeah, we'll go one more floor and then I will hug it in here.
What's that?
Not sure, but the window here is broken.
Here as well.
Could be last round.
Could be.
Maybe. Could be no.
Yeah, I'm gonna drone to the objective just to see what's around supermarket and the garage.
Actually placing medkit in the top floor.
Somebody destroyed my drone next to the... No, there.
Look at those rookies. Gang of... The fools are there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole team. At least 2 of them are at the end of the road.
Should we try to flank them?
They are coming to supermarket. Careful.
One on the rooftop, the supermarket rooftop. Say hello to my TAC 40.
Enemy spotted.
They're there.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I will not get kills, but I will get
Enemy has
plenty of
hijacked
assists
the
in here.
transmitter.
Okay, one team is almost down.
I hear steps from the supermarket. There's one guy over there, marked. I will go and hunt him.
Careful, there's one guy next to you.
Hijackers through there.
I got a few poke shots on him.
There's one guy over there, going to the roof of the supermarket. I will actually try to go and flank him.
Someone is using lever rifle, careful.
Guy down. This should be a guy at the supermarket, or he's coming to me. I don't know. Let's
I
see.
got
One,
Igla
it's
down.
1v1 now.
Oh,
Any visual?
there was a claymore.
Coming through, coming through.
Okay, Milos, let me go with the drone first.
Okay.
Oh, there's a claymore around the
Oh,
corner.
he's down. He's down.
And there's a guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just put the claymore.
Okay, I will try to get to him from the other side.
I will try to snipe him with my TAC
Objective.
40.
I will put one med station next to the objective, okay? So if you need help, you know where to find it.
Careful there, Milos.
Oh, there's a guy over there at the shop.
Okay.
Got him.
Nice.
Good old shotgun. Never disappoints me.
Where is this guy?
There.
Oh, there's a
I
guy
see
over
him.
there.
All right. Well done,
I
Mark.
got him.
Well
Hostiles
done.
are toast.
Oh, everybody with
guys.
1 kill.
That's how you do it.
Well, I think this is it for tonight's 9 to 5 show.
It is nice to end it with a win.
Yeah. It's always a good way to win.
Yes. Who was there? Oh. You, Milos, got
Damn it.
a lot of assists there. Okay. Yeah, so let's wrap it up, guys. Thanks everyone for joining. Remember, the beta weekend will start on 20th of May, and in order to participate, you have to request access on our Steam page. Beta is open for everybody, but in order to get access, you just need to press a button. I know you're capable of it, so just go there and do it now. And,
Thank you for your time, guys.
yeah, and
It was also fun. I hope to see you on the streets of New York.
yes, yeah, thanks to Milos and JJ for coming, and it was very entertaining and interesting discussion we had. And yeah, next week we're gonna have a lot of updates, and we're probably gonna go live again, but with the full gameplay stream once the beta weekend starts. So tune in for that. Or don't and spend your time playing 9 to 5. Either option is fine. Well, thanks everyone, and write to us if you have any questions. We're on Discord or on any social media of your choice. And have a great weekend. Only 1 week till the beta.
Yes, you can shoot them through.
Okay.
I have to have you guys now. Link page.
Welcome to your hostile work environment. We offer the highest quality tools of the trade. Learn to work smarter, not harder. And you can make a killing.
All right. Well done, Merc. Hostiles are toast.
The trial period starts soon. Join the beta now.